Hey YouTube, it's Ariel from Ariel and Jade, and today I'm showing you my summer go-to look birthday edition because my birthday is tomorrow or today by the time this is up. I'm just going to show you my usual summer makeup routine but add a little color to it. If you want to see how I achieve this look, stay tuned. Hey guys, so the first thing that I'm going to do is take this Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, looks like this, and put it all over my face, and I'm using it as a primer. I like this type of primer because it's like, I like how silicone-y it is. I just like how it feels, and it gets me pretty matte. I just put it on like my T-zone area. Lately, instead of color correcting, I've been just using a concealer that's like closest to my skin color for the summertime. Sometimes I feel like when I use my red color corrector, it makes me look like I have like a lot of red undertones, and I don't know if it's like the best one, but this one is just the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is the color Fawn. As you can see, my skin has improved so much since school is out. Sometimes when I go out and I don't want to use any specific foundation, I'll just like put this concealer on and like blend it in with my skin, and that's all I do. Now I'm using this NYX Gel Liner, and this is in the shade Brown. I'm starting from the end of my brow first because I want that to be the darkest part. And I'm outlining the top and the bottom. Once I get to the beginning of my brow, I just barely put any type of dip brow on it, and I just brush through my brows to distribute the product all throughout it, and it lightens it a little bit because I don't like really harsh dark brows like at all. I'm doing the same thing to the other side. This brow is a little thicker, but I'm going to clean it up with concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer, and Warm Honey. I'm sorry I've been using like the same products lately. I'm going to use new makeup soon. I ordered some more recently, so be on the lookout for that because I know y'all are probably tired of me using the same products. But this is my go-to summer look, so this is legit what I use all the time. Next, I'm taking my Wet n Wild brush, and I think this is like a regular blending brush, and I'm going to be blending all of this out first before I put on my foundation. So for the concealer part, I just press it into the skin a little bit. See how it looks like my skin already? Like the concealer that I blended out? See how I could literally go out like this? Next, for foundation, I'm going to be mixing like 3 different foundations because my summer color isn't here all the way, but it's coming, and because it's really hard to match my skin tone anyway for some reason. I'm using Loreal Infallible foundation, and this is in the shade 110. If you really want a drugstore matte foundation, this is a really good one to use. The only problem I have with this foundation is their shades are kind of weird. Like, they're not that good in my opinion, because this and it seems like when you blend it out, it kind of sits on your face, so you have to like mix it with something else. The next foundation that I'm going to be using is this MAC Mineralize Moisture Foundation, and this is in the shade NC45. For some reason, I thought C45 was my shade, but it's a little bit too dark, so that's why I mix it with the L'Oreal. And this isn't a matte foundation at all, so I just like how it feels. I have like combination skin, so I want something that's not too matte, plus it's summertime anyway, so I'm going for a dewy look to begin with. And for this foundation, I'm putting it under my T-zone kinda. I'm blending all this out with the same Wet n Wild brush. First I just pat it on before I blend it out, and I use circular motions to blend it out because you don't want any streaks. Make sure that you're bringing the foundation all the way down to your neck. Next, I'm using my concealer to highlight the high points of my face. After I've put the concealer on the high points of my face, I let it sit for a minute, and then I blend it out. So I'm gonna get this contour going, and you all have seen this contour palette a billion times. Right now I've been mixing the Sculpt and the contour shade sometimes. It just all depends on how I'm feeling. This is my first time using this brush, y'all. Ooh, it gets everywhere. Everyone always says I have a strong contour, like, but sometimes it's not the contour. Like, without a contour, you still see my cheekbones. It's doing a pretty good job. I got this brush from Ipsy, by the way. They sent it to me. Time to blend. So since this is like my go-to daily summer look, this is legit what I do on a daily basis, just going out in the summertime. All I would do is use this contour palette for my eyeshadow. And I just sweep this all over the lid. I'm gonna be using these two mascaras to coat my lashes with. First I'm gonna be using the Covergirl Supersizer Fibers one, and then Maybelline Big Shot. Use this one first just to coat the lashes a little bit and separate them, and then I use the Maybelline Big Shot to actually do like the lengthening part. This is the Maybelline Big Shot right here, and as you can see, it does a way better job than the other one. And for my bottom lashes, I only use the Covergirl one. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Since it's my birthday, I'm gonna add a pop of color underneath on my lower lash line. For highlight, I'm gonna be using MAC Bleaming Blush, and this is their Extra Dimension Skin Finish. I like it because it's not really like textured. It doesn't give a textured finish. It's more like just a subtle highlight. That's what I like for every day, so. And onto lips, I'm gonna be using MAC Snob. This is like my go-to everyday lipstick that I use. It's really natural in my opinion. I don't go heavy on this because it can be a little bright, but I lightly put it on my lips just to coat them a little bit. Then I take a lip gloss. This one that I'm using is by MAC and it's called Dreamy. And there you have it. This is basically my everyday summer look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. And stay tuned for the content that we have upcoming. And happy birthday to me! And